Hey there guys, Skippy here from Skippy6 Gaming, coming to you with another IRL video. Guys, today we are going to be taking a look at my gaming setup. So let's just walk on in. I know a lot of people saw my silver play button unboxing the other day, and let's walk on in. So this is a kind of where Skippy makes videos. As you can see, he's looking pretty good. We got our play button up on the wall. I was going to put it over there, but yeah, mounting challenges. So yeah, this is pretty much it right here. We're going to go over my PC right here. We'll do that a little later. Again, we're going to be showing you an install of an Elgato HD60 and go over some of the stuff in there. But I think what we'll do first is let's just get in the chair and we'll go in a circle around the office. So, as you can see, this is where Skippy sits and does Minecraft videos. Yeah, looking good, looking fun. Let's spin it around. So, we'll start off. We have the glass cabinet. This glass cabinet is filled with various computer pieces, parts, and supplies. And yeah, you can see down here we have my very first Elgato ever is in the bottom there, and then at the top here there's my last Elgato, and yeah, you'll notice we have some thumbnails on the wall. Slowly but surely trying to, basically, the more flat wall you have, the weirder and odd the audio is, and I was just trying to cover it up, and actually getting these thumbnails kind of printed off and stuff is actually cheaper than the actual, like, you know, is actually cheaper than this sort of black soundproofing stuff. So I thought it was cool. It started off with me just doing videos that had over 100,000 views, and then I said, you know what, I'm just gonna grab whatever thumbnails I think are cool. And yeah, so you can see right here, this was my old school TV monitor thing from my back in the olden days setup. And yeah, I use it for PS3 now just to transfer maps over to my PS4 pretty much. And yeah, let's keep going down. We got kind of the wall, and we have a PlayStation charger. This is for my two controllers for PS4. We have a PS Vita here as well. Don't really use it much. I really use it to manage my messages on PSN, because you can delete messages in bulk and stuff on the Vita, but you can't do that on PS4. And yeah, right here, guys, this is cool. Let's grab it. This is the remote control for my Dyson Cool Fan. It's a present that I got, but basically, as you can see right here, we got router, some sort of other router, PS3, and the Dyson Cool Fan. I got this from my wife for a present maybe last year. One of the best things I own, because it gets a little bit hot in here on occasion, and the best thing is when you're recording you really can't have a fan. But this guy here, it's unplugged right now, but even when it's on, you can't hear it. I am telling you right now, I can have a fan on while I record as long as it's not hitting my mic. It is pretty much the most silent fan in the world. I'm thinking that it's pretty expensive. I don't know, it was a present, so thanks, lady. And yeah, we got some more thumbnails up here. Looking good. Again, some of them over 100K. I don't know. I literally just picked the thumbnails I liked and kind of decorated up the office like this. And yeah, let's go back down to the desk area. So this is the notebook. On any given day, you can open this up and find pretty much ingredient lists for tutorials. Pretty much is what I use this bad boy for. And the black desks. The black desks, my friends, I don't know, they get smudges on them. That might be another thing. And yeah, little garbage can. Then we got a printer that I have never actually used before. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking recently, does it have... Oh, dude, you could totally photocopy your butt. So, a printer that's only going to get used one time. And yeah, let's keep going. So now we're back over to the stuff we use. So, generally I sit right here. I don't know if you can make it out on the screen, but this PC here is the one that I started my YouTube channel with. Look at this, guys. Wire management. That's how Skippy rolls. And yeah, so there's this smaller PC down here. You probably can't see it too well. It's tiny. It's what I started my channel with. Right now I use it literally to operate, basically. You can see I have my Discord on there. I have my alt on my server. And I have a Google window. So basically, when I'm using my big PC here, I can just focus on Sony Vegas and my Elgato. Because both those two things kind of really you know, own my PC. It's not the best PC in the world, but I made it myself. I'm feeling good about it. And yeah, if I just keep these things over here, it's easier to manage, and I have less processes running on this guy. We got our Blue Snowball. This guy's been going right from the beginning of my channel. I mean, I'm going to throw up on the screen right now I'm pretty sure this is my 1,000 sub setup thumbnail, and you can see pretty much it was just that box right there and the TV, the big one behind us that I showed you. So Blue Snowball's been going good ever since the start. However, lately I've been hearing this kind of weird, I don't know, like a static every 10 minutes or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm going to go into it and find it, but I'm thinking maybe Yeti time sometime soon. These mats right here were looking good. You need cushion, guys. If you're going to be sitting here all day, you need cushion. The only thing is they get dirty pretty easy, just like the table. And yeah, so we got soundproofing on the back. Guys, it's super expensive. I don't know about you, but I think it looks sharp, but at the end of the day, I think the audio on my video is fine. This right here is the PS4. This screen is actually smaller. I don't want to use the big screen on the PS4. I have to have it right here next to my Elgato. It's easier for me to do videos. Plus, I could just spin back and forth the mic and it goes back and forth. If I'm recording PC, like on the server, I could do it on this screen right here, or I just swing this guy over and record PS4. It's pretty easy. These guys, man, not even that special, but I've been using them a long time. I like it. Can't complain about that. And yeah, also the smaller screen here helps me with my poor Overwatch gameplay. I heard somewhere that those MLG guys use smaller screens because the refresh rate or something. Yeah, so I do that. There we got the silver play button. Living it up, living it up, living it up. So a few hats, a few stuff like that. So if we look over here as well, I got some kicks here. I don't know. They were like so cheap and they matched the office. So I was like, yo, I'll buy them, put them in the office. Right here, guys, you'll see that is a Thermaltake Core V21. Basically, I was trying to do a Ryzen build, and I'm still in the process of it. Didn't get the chance yet because I'm waiting on a back-ordered motherboard that ended up getting RMA'd. And yeah, so instead we got Betsy here. I think what we're going to do right now is go over and I'll show you a little bit more about what's going on with Betsy. It was my first computer build ever, so I was a little worried. I didn't go crazy on the parts, but at the end of the day, it definitely cuts a mustard when it comes to doing what I have to do and things like that. So I think what we'll do at this point in time is jump over. I'm going to tell you what's in it. We're going to do a little unboxing of the Elgato. The peeps at Elgato sent me over an HD60, and I thought it was super cool. So we're going to do a little unboxing of it, show you how to maybe do a little quick install. It's actually pretty much the easiest thing in the world to install. So yeah, and there you go, guys. That's the office. Kicking it back. We got our phone charger. We got the kitty bowl right there. You know, you got to keep the kitty happy, or else the kitty will sit on top of the keyboard. So that saves my videos here and there. And there she is, guys. This is I like to call it Betsy, and it's my first computer build. Yeah, so I didn't go too crazy. I was kind of, you know, subconsciously worried that if I bought some super expensive stuff that I was gonna like fail and break them. So I kind of kept it low, on the low end. I mean, with regards to the CPU, I'm super stoked that I did it. It was really fulfilling feeling to build your own computer. Actually, I was totally like, at the end I pressed the button and bang, it just worked, and I was like, wow, super cool. So let's go over some of the stuff in it. I'm just going to kind of mix and match. I'll give you some rough price points. It's hard because I'm Canadian and our dollar is about 35 cents down from the US dollar. So yeah, so let's go over. At the top you can see here we got Deep Cool Gamer Store Captain 240. It's a IAO liquid cooler. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty easy. It was you know, about $100 Canadian, or about $80 American, or 75, something like that. And yeah, let's go on down. We're gonna go. We got an SSD that kind of runs my operating system, and small programs. Basically, my day-to-day stuff stays on the SSD. So that's just a SanDisk, 256 gig, 2.5-inch SATA 3. SSD. Pretty straightforward. So let's keep going down here. My motherboard is an MSI Gaming 970. It's for AM3, of course. This is only going to be an AMD FX 6300 Vishera 6 core. It runs at 3.5 Hertz, 4.1 turbo. So for me, I haven't really messed around with overclocking. I literally just use the built-in overclock button, and it brings it up to 4.1. It literally does everything that I need to do, guys. I'm not playing Grand Theft Auto or any of these games. I'm playing Minecraft. So it's pretty pumped. As you can see as well, I got 32 gigs of RAM. one of the least, I mean, I had 16 gigs of RAM, and I was like, you know, I was down with it, and I'm like, you know what, let's get 32 gigs of RAM, and honestly, guys, I don't know, man, I don't feel like there's any difference. It was very unfulfilling to spend as much as I did for some more RAM, and then I feel like there's nothing different in my computer. I don't know, pretty weird. Again, I'm not a computer builder, so also what we have here is, I'm just going to go over the video card. This is a RX 480, an AMD RX 480. This is the MSI one. It has nice RGB stuff, all that stuff built into it, looking sharp and cool. Guys, again, not running Grand Theft Auto here. It's more than enough graphics for my needs. I run Minecraft smooth as silk. So let's see what else there is in there. I have a cool keyboard. I've got a Red Dragon keyboard. It's mechanical, and my mouse is also Red Dragon with a bunch of buttons, so I really like that. That was pretty cool, and we got those going. So here we are. I'm gonna throw on the screen now the unboxing of the Elgato HD60 Pro. So what we have here is, I'm gonna actually do a little installation too as I talk about it. So Elgato is pretty cool when it comes to gaming. I have used Elgato right from the beginning. When I first started, I got an HD60, not even an HD60. I got the Elgato HD. It was the more cylindrical one. This is, again, just about 3 years ago, and I went, it was on sale for Boxing Day, and I toughed it out, and I got a good deal. And then after I got it, I took the Elgato, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel now, and I didn't have one at the time, right? And I was like, okay, so I went home, and I used to play Dust 514. It's a game on PS3, and it's a pretty cool game, but didn't really have much of a player base, you know. It was a little bit lesser known, and I'm like, okay, and I got my laptop out, because at that time I only had a laptop, I didn't have a computer, and I'm like, you know what, we're gonna make a YouTube channel, it's gonna be balling. So I hooked it up, and it lagged out, and then I realized when I looked into it that, you know, there's a minimum requirement to run the Elgato without lag, and I didn't have that, so I had to spend 6 more months and save up money to get a new computer, which was the little computer you see that I use for my side projects now. And yeah, so once I got it, I was super stoked about it, and I started making YouTube videos. After that, that thing pumped out at least 1,000 videos. I don't know, maybe even more. I still have it sitting on my shelf. I upgraded to an HD60, which is, again, outside of the unit, which was really good. For me, you know, does the same thing. I've always used the Elgato software. It's something that, you know, over time you get used to it, and then it's easier for me to use that almost all the time. And now, as you can see, this thing here, beautiful. Again, thank you to Elgato for sending it over. It's super cool. The biggest benefit about this for me is that it's inside the computer. So it just takes a small little slot inside your computer, and for me it acts exactly the same way as an HD60 Pro or even just the Elgato HD, except it's inside the computer. So instead of on my desk having a box there, you know, and having these wires going up and down the desk, it sits there right inside there. So super cool. Again, if you record PC on it, it's literally just take the HDMI out from your PC and plug it into it, back into your PC basically. And yeah, so thanks again to them. There's links in the description below if you want to go check out the HD60 Pro. It's really good. Again, I pretty much have every single Elgato product ever made. The only thing I don't have is the Stream Deck, and I've been reading so many really cool reviews about it lately, so I might jump on that one soon. So yeah, there you go, guys. My power source on this guy is an EVGA Supernova 650. I really liked it because it's fully modular, so it was easy to build, in the sense that the wires are all black, so they look good, and you don't have to have wires there that aren't needed. Basically, you only use the wires you need, and there's not a bunch of wires sitting in the bottom. Again, there's a few fans in there, some deep cool fans with the red LED. Slowly but surely, I'm getting a little bit away from wanting the fancy flashy lights, I think. Yeah, maybe. And then yeah, so I think I'm gonna be doing a Ryzen 1700 build soon, as soon as I get this motherboard back from yeah, motherboard land, because it was back ordered, and then I needed to RMA it, which when something's back ordered at the same time turns into a big problem. And yeah, okay, so let's jump over to the office and say goodbye. And there it is, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. I hope you liked the little visit to my office. We're gonna do a little spin ski woo and get up and do a little backup, and yeah, and this is where Skippy sits all day and makes Minecraft tutorials. We got motorcycles outside, all kinds of cool stuff. I think it looks pretty cool. Another thing, if you guys have been following, you know about the Princess Chandelier. This guy right here, man, I always complain about it, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna get a new chandelier. This was like a little girl's bedroom, I think, once upon a time. And then, you know what, I even went and got it. As you can see right here, we got the new light. And then every time I go to do it, I just don't want to. Look, come on guys, back it up, back it up. I just feel too much like a princess, and I can't just do it. I don't know, man. I like it. So, on that note, once again, thanks again to the peeps at Elgato for hooking me up with the HD60 Pro, and thanks for all of y'all for tuning in. Here's a little in real life video here showing you where I spend my day to day, and hit the description below for some links to Elgato if you're interested in grabbing some Elgato gears. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.